Hello everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I'm Palak Khandelwal. Today we are discussing the top MCQ which are related to the banking, economy and finance current affairs of 30th of May 2022. So this series is beneficial for all banking exam aspirants. Okay, so now by amending which of the following provision of the Finance Act 2022, the faceless penalty scheme 2022 give effect to the changes. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is section 144B. So recently the Central Board of Direct Taxes has amended the faceless penalty scheme which introduced the Finance Act of 2022. So basically this step has been taken to reduce the personal interface between taxpayer and official and to avoid delay in proceeding cases. So whenever there is a need for the personal hearing, this will be conducted through National Faceless Penalty Center, which include video conferencing or video telephony. Okay, so now move to the next question. According to the new CBIC guideline, the central officer should file a claim with IBPS within how many days? So the correct answer of this question is option D, that is 90 days. So recently the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom has issued certain norms to ensure the timely recovery of goods and service tax due from the companies undergoing liquidation. So basically the tax body observe delay in filing claim. So basically to overcome, the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom nominated a nodal officer to ensure the filing of the claim with the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India within 90 days of the commencement of the process. So basically whichever company undergoing insolvency is liable to furnish its GST return, pay tax and meet all other compliances as per the GST law. So once the winding up order has been passed, then tax officer are not liable to ask anything from the company. Okay, so now move to the next question. Which of the following will issue central bank digital currency as a legal tender? So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is Reserve Bank of India. So recently the Reserve Bank of India stated that planning to adopt a graded approach towards the launch of digital currency to ensure financial stability and efficient operation of currency and payment system. So in Union Budget 2022 to 2023, it has been announced that RBI going to introduce its own digital currency. So now it has come up with an approach to launch in a phased manner. So basically the central bank digital currency is a legal tender issued by the Reserve Bank of India. So basically the central bank digital currency is an electronic record or digital token of the country's official currency. Okay, so now move to the next question. According to the RBI annual report, which sector of bank contributed to a maximum number of frauds, not in terms of the amount? So the correct answer of this question is option A, that is private sector. So recently the Reserve Bank of India has released the RBI annual report 2021 to 2022, which mainly focus on structural reform for sustained balance and inclusive growth. So as per the report, the fraud reported by bank and other financial institution in financial year 2022 saw more frauds, but the value decreased by half. So over the last 3 years, it showed that while private sector bank reported the maximum number of frauds, public sector banks contributed the maximum number to the fraud amount. Okay, so now move to the next question. Which bank has collaborated with the NABARD to digitalize the country's payment infrastructure and provide its consumer in rural India more options transacting? So the correct answer of this question is option A, that is IndusInd Bank. So basically the bank NABARD has tied up with the IndusInd Bank to digitalize the national payment ecosystem and provide a wider scope to transact for its customer in rural area. So basically the NABARD was launched with a vision to transform India into a digital empowered society and knowledge economy. So the partnership between the two aim to boost financial inclusion, encourage social economy development, mitigate the risk of shadow economy and accelerate the growth of cashless society. Okay, so now next question. Moody Investor Service reduced India's economic growth forecast for 2022 from 9.1% to what percentage? So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is 8.8%. So the Moody Investor Service slash India's economic growth projection to 8.8% for 2022 from 9.1% previously. citing a high inflation. So in this update to the Global Micro Outlook 2022 to 2023, high frequency data suggested that growth momentum from December quarter 2021 carried through into the first 4 months in this year. Okay, so now next question. Who has been appointed head of the World Trade Organization Committee on Technical Barriers to Trade? So the correct answer of this question is option D, that is Anwar Hussain Sheikh. So, recently an Indian government officer, Anwar Hussain, has been made the chair of the World Trade Organization Committee on the Technical Barriers on Trade. So basically, Mr. Sheikh will be take this role from the Elsa Marine. So basically, the World Trade Organization is a 164-member multilateral body which formulates rules for global exporters and importers and adjudicates dispute between countries on trade-related issues. So India is a member since 1995. Okay, so now next question. The Reserve Bank of India has reduced the non-bank Bharat bill payment operating unit minimum net worth requirement from rupees 100 crore to how much? So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is 25 crore. So basically the Reserve Bank of India, also known as RBI, has eased norm for non-bank entities to set up Bharat bill payment operating unit by reducing the net worth requirement to rupees 25 crore with a view to encourage more players in the segment. So at present a net worth of rupees 100 crore is required to obtain authorization for a non-bank Bharat bill payment operating units. So the reduction in net worth requirement follows an announcement regarding the same by the central bank in April. Okay, so now next question. According to the RBI rules, bank may allow qualified jewelers to remit advance payment for how many days for the import of gold through IIBX in conformity with IFSC Act, recent foreign trade policy and regulation. So the correct answer of this question is option A, that is 11 days. So the Reserve Bank of India has announced new guidelines to permit qualified jewelers to import gold through the Indian International Bullion Exchange IFSC Limited or any other exchange. So basically IFS and the DGFT, the government of India must sanction the other exchange. So all payment by authorized jeweler for gold imports through IIBX must be done using exchange mechanism recognized by IFSCA in accordance with the IFSC Act and regulation according to the RBI. Okay, so now next question. RBI decided to design a policy framework for which of the following sector? So the correct answer of this question is option C. So recently, India's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, is considered about the systematic risk arising from the involvement of a large technology companies in the financial sector, and so planning to develop a policy framework for the digital banking, fintech and such big techs.